Welcome, my friends. It's time to take a step back in time and to step up to adventure at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival. Truly an awesome event. There's a lot to see. In fact, so much so, it takes more than a day to see it all. This incredible wizard statue was donated by artist Donald McCorkle of Denham Springs. It seems like he's looking right at you. Now, if you ever wondered what this is, it's called a hammered dulcimer, played here by Vince Conaway. It predates the piano, but as you can hear, it's got that piano-y sound. So, a percussion instrument? I don't know, but it sounds great. An early morning shot of 3 of the 80-plus merchants here in the village of Albright. On the left, the Mad Hatter. Of course, they sell hats. Castle Creations jewelry, figurines, and that's the Dragon Watch Forge on the right, where you can actually watch them make a real sword. This kitchen display is an authentic demonstration of period cooking. It's right next to the Dripping Dog Inn. Some of the games you can play for free, we call this one Faulty Towers. The object, pull a piece from the middle, put it on top without it falling down. The kissing bridge, toujours l'amour. Kissing is optional, but couples crossing the bridge are often encouraged to stop and read the sign. The Tortuga Twins. Here we see them hawking their show, trying to get an audience built up for their next big show. These guys are hilarious. Master glassblower Mark Haller. Clearly, he loves what he does. His knowledge and love of the art is the main reason his show is so incredible. Looking across the lake, you can see people on the other side. It gives you a sense of just how big the Louisiana Renaissance Festival is. You can hear the bagpipes in the distance. To the left, you can see the roof of the Dragon Watch Forge. The bagpipe team of Haggis Rampant. Here you see Jillian, her father Steve Brownlee. You hear Mom Pam playing the Celtic drum. Dual bagpipes, nice treat. The fact that it's a family is also a bonus to the ambience for the village of Albright. One of the many weapons demonstrations you may see when you come to the Louisiana Renaissance Festival. And the Royalty Parade, a way to get to know the royalty up close and personal. They get to parade, we get to see them. And there is Queen Elizabeth I. When not parading, you can actually talk to her and learn what it was like to be the queen. On the left, the immortal bard William Shakespeare talking with 2 patrons. Now, those 2 knights are not part of our cast. They just showed up one day, wearing what you see, probably wearing $800 to $1,000 on their backs at least. You know, more and more people are getting into the spirit of things. Of course, I prefer to go the low-budget peasant option myself. Inside the Dragon Watch Forge, journeyman blacksmith Larry House at work. You can see that it takes quite a bit of work to make anything out of a piece of hot steel. Now, that bellows is a working bellows that blows air into the forge to heat it up. He pulls on the rope, and that works the bellows. Incredible. Another one of our weapons demonstrations, that cannon, they fire that several times a day at key times in the day. You don't want to be standing too close when they do, unless you can see that they're about to. It's quite a shock. Woo! Rides and games at the Louisiana Renaissance Festival. Jacob's Ladder, not as easy as it is simple in concept. The barrel swing ride, much more thrilling than it appears. There's about 80 merchants all told at the festival, and no, I don't have time to list them all. This is about 1/10 of the roadways at the festival. The beautiful doll maker who joined us in 2005.
This makes the charcoal lamp.
Rhonda here created this entire charcoal making demonstration and presented the entire show. Now, Rhonda's a volunteer that really gets into what we're doing at LRF. These beautiful copper roses really do smell like real roses. Medieval moccasins, handmade leather sandals, very unique to Renaissance fairs. Now, you can have your family crest looked up and put onto just about anything. And you can hear Owen Fife singing in the background. Owen sings in about 4 languages. Gilly's Pub, Refreshment. They don't actually serve any alcohol, but some of the best root beer ever, along with cream ale, about half a dozen others. Now, most of the shows at Louisiana Renaissance Festival have educational components. Some, like the Duelists, actually put on an entirely different show that's extremely educational and designed specifically for students. But when you watch their regular show, it's hard to believe these guys were high school teachers. Shakespeare will pretty much answer your questions in first person. Owen Fife actually singing in English this time. The Grammys have used some of Owen's music in the children's therapy work that they do.
It will not be long, love,
True to Elizabethan times, what is said sometimes has different meanings to different people. And some of the most entertainment you'll find at LRF. They're actually breaking those solid lances on each other's chest. It's real. One of the truly neat aspects is the opportunity to actually talk with the characters you see at Louisiana Renaissance Festival, from the lowest peasant to the queen herself. It's an opportunity to talk and learn the things that interest you the most.
Oh,
of course, you can see myself and my good ladies and lords of the court. There are peasants everywhere. They do fall. You have to be careful you may trip on a few. You have shopping of every type you can name, from beauty, jewelry to crafts of every kind. And then food, excellent food. You cannot forget the jousting, of course. Men in armor with long lances trying to knock each other off in horse cookies.
There's our director, Alvin Brumfield.
When we first started, you could come in and enjoy the day in probably 4 hours. Now you can't see it in one day. If you try to see everything and do everything, you're just not going to get to everything in one day. It's grown that much and still growing, so it's much more enjoyable. We have stage acts, then the arena acts. The stage acts, you go to the stage, you watch the show. They might drag you up on stage. They might you might just sit there and watch and enjoy the show. You know, jugglers, comedians, fire eaters, various stage acts, almost like vaudeville, come back to life. And you know, the arena acts, you know, they're not going to drag you out on the joust arena or anything, but you can watch the joust, the bird shows, really huge shows. And it's the type of entertainment you're just not going to get at you know, a regular theater. What I hope people get when they come out here is I want them to be able to come, have fun, and learn something about history when they go, and also that history can be fun. And since we deal so much with the theater, they can learn that, you know, theater doesn't have to be on a stage where it's them and us. You can be part of the show, you can ask questions, and you can learn things. So you too can be part of the show, so you can have fun while you learn.
And blacksmith Larry House.
The blacksmith would make everything that involved making things out of steel or iron. Iron was a very rare and valuable metal during the 16th century, and as a result, the blacksmith was a rather wealthy individual. The utensils that people would use, their cooking sets, the hinges for their doors, everything that had to be made of iron, the blacksmith pretty much was in charge of. I'm happy and proud to be a member of the Village of Albright, and it delights me every year when we open up and the young people come. One of the most enjoyable things of doing these shows is the small children that come through, and they just get the magic in their eyes, and it kind of gives you a feeling of the Magic Kingdom, and they've come here and had a really grand time. 6
weekends starting in November and the Friday after Thanksgiving, just in time for holiday shopping. The Louisiana Renaissance Festival, it's truly an opportunity to take a step back in time and a step up to adventure.